Hi guys, in this video I want to talk to you a little bit about eXp Realty and why I joined eXp and why I think you should, or at least take a look at it and see what it can do for one, your business, two, your bottom line and overall net profit, and your future, and whether that's retirement, savings, what have you. I think you owe it to yourself to at least take a look at it before you just trust everybody that has a negative opinion. I'm glad I didn't, and I actually took a peek at it because I was presented with the model about 3 different times from different agents prior to actually sitting down and look at exactly what it was. And now I wish I would have done it much sooner, as my business and my income would be much further ahead. Anyways, before you listen to me about eXp, why don't I give you a little background about me. First things first is I'm originally from the Midwest in a town called Rochelle, Illinois, a town of less than 10,000 people. So not the best background to have big business or to have even a business mindset, as most people there are laborers, blue collar. We're very hard workers, but not entrepreneurs. I went to college, went to Monmouth College, got a degree in art and education. So I became a school teacher, taught 1 year in Illinois, and then I moved down to Texas for opportunity. The opportunity that presented itself was being a teacher and a coach. And I did that for 3 years in Keller ISD, and I loved the experience, but I knew while going through that it wasn't my career path. I was a good teacher and a good coach, but it didn't drive me. Part of while I was doing that, I bought my first house, and through that experience, it got me interested in real estate. And it's funny because that experience has never happened to me in real estate. I'll tell you a little bit about that. I walked into a real estate office. How many people actually walk into an office anymore, or ever? But I walked in. They got me pre-approved on the spot. The agent pitched a few listings at me, said, "Hey, go drive by these." I went and drove by them. Went and took a peek at them a couple hours later. But short story, by the end of the experience, from time I walked into the office to the time I was under contract, was a little under 4 hours. There I am sitting busting it as a teacher, working 12, 13-hour days teaching and coaching. And she made more in one transaction in 4 hours than I would make in an entire month. So needless to say, I got interested in real estate. So I started doing my correspondence, got in, did it part-time for an entire school year. Then I did it full-time for about 7 or 8 months, and I was making less money as a real estate agent than I was as a teacher because I didn't have any systems or tools. And I really didn't know what I was doing. So I kind of leaned back and took a look at it and said, "Hey, how can I improve?" So I got into a coaching company or in a coaching program, and that really catapulted my business. My first full year in real estate, I ended up selling 19 homes. My second year, 53, third year, 83. And after that, I've sold 100 homes every single year since being in real estate. And this is my 20th year. So it'll be my 20th anniversary is on September 1st. So I actually got my license 10 days before 9/11 occurred, which is, again, perfect timing on my part, but it served me well. So from that point, I went back to that very office that I walked in, and I worked there for about a year and a half, became the rookie of the year, so on and so forth. Then I moved my business to Keller Williams. Totally different model. At that time, I think Keller Williams nationally had like 40,000 agents or something. I stayed there for about 6 years. I was one of their top agents in their office, top 100 in Keller Williams multiple times during that six-year period. And I decided at that time the market was crashing. So had already crashed. So in 2009, I actually moved my business and did my own thing. So I opened up Kinn Real Estate. I was my own broker owner for 9 years prior to making the move to eXp. So I guess what that taught me is anybody's willing to make a move. And I certainly am not a big mover. I moved from the little office because they were taking 50% of every commission and they wouldn't budge on that. So then I moved to Keller Williams, and we all know Keller Williams' structure. Very similar to eXp's structure, except they don't offer a lot of the end benefits that eXp does have, which I'll explain here in a minute. And then I was getting 100% of everything as my own broker owner. So to make a move was a pretty big deal. I actually had to say, hey, I want to give up part of this. I want to not be my own broker anymore, which was kind of reassuring and a little bit freeing because I didn't have all the overhead. I didn't have, the office building that I had. I didn't have the turnover of agents continuously. I didn't have to worry about providing my own E&O insurance. Actually, one of my agents that I was working with got sued. They didn't turn in a contract to me, so I didn't even know it was a contract of ours until I got the lawsuit served to me that they had done something very wrong, and I had to pay for that. My E&O insurance went quadrupled. So some really big risky things when you're a broker owner. So when eXp was presented to me, I was a little bit open at that time because that all had just gone down. So when I saw the model and I know we were sitting there, I looked at my wife and I said, Amanda, this is what I've been wanting for so long, because I've always understood the model of leverage through a team. I've had a team of assistants and buyer's agents and listing agents and whatnot, but I didn't understand how to leverage that out nationally or internationally. So when eXp came knocking, I was like, this just makes total sense. At that time, we were just in the United States and Canada. We've now expanded to multiple countries. But one of the first things that really opened my eyes was the stock. I'm not going to get into specifics on stock and valuations and all that, but I'll tell you how I looked at it. I said, hey, if I can go into eXp, they have this thing called a cap. You pay $16,000 in cap. And then once you have done that, you have to do 20 more transactions at $250 a transaction. And once you hit those 20 transactions, you are now what they call an icon agent. And you can earn that entire cap back in the form of stock. So I looked at that and I said, I did the numbers. I'm easily a capper. I'm easily an icon agent with my previous production. So I knew right away that the cap was not a concern because I was going to get that $16,000 in stock back. So I looked at it kind of like, hey, I'm going to pay up front, give it to me in stock at the end, and get a benefit in the future. Basically build a retirement account. The one thing I always know as a real estate agent with working in coaching programs and being a coach myself is most agents are very good at finding opportunity or finding the next silver bullet that's going to get them one more or two more or three more transactions. The thing we're really bad at is putting money away or saving for retirement. So I looked at this, I'm the same way. I always reinvest in my business. Hey, I make a commission, I'm going to stick 20% back in my business for marketing or advertising or a new hire and try to build my business even bigger. But the problem was I never stuck enough away to save. And I think that's the case with most agents. I'm not calling you out or anything, those that are watching this, but most agents are terrible at the savings aspect, and there is no 401k or matching or anything like that. So the stock really was something that said, hey, this is huge. So I knew right away I would be able to earn my cap back. I also could buy stock at a discount. So I could, on every commission, I could buy 5% of that commission towards EXPI stock, which were publicly traded on the NASDAQ, and I could get it at a 10% discount. And so that was appealing because now it's almost, and I hate to say this word, but it's almost like forced retirement. The reason I say forced retirement is if I set this up, they're going to just take it away. It's not going to hurt me. 5%, that doesn't affect me one bit. But now I know it's going away into an account that's going to just keep compounding shares of stock on every single commission check that I earn. And I know I'm going to be doing this for quite some time, so I know that could be pretty substantial. So I've now been in it for 3 years, a little over 3 years. 3 years in April of 18 is when I made my move. And I've basically accumulated somewhere around 17,000 shares of stock in that period of time. You can look at the NASDAQ and see what we're trading for share. I don't really care about it. I do care about it, obviously, but I don't really care to keep up to date with it every single day. But I know I've earned hundreds of thousands of dollars in stock that I wouldn't normally have had. I wouldn't have put that money away. A lot of people say, oh, I'll just buy eXp stock on the side and I'll stay here at Keller Williams or Remax or my own brokerage. The problem is you don't, and you won't. Because the first thing that you need that money for the next marketing piece, you're going to dip into it. And I just have not seen very many people be successful doing that and putting it away. So the stock was the biggest draw to me, number one. Number two was the coaching aspect of it. Like I said, I've always been a coach, been coached, have coached, and continue to be coached, and continue to provide coaching to my team members, whether they're on my team locally or whether they're on my national team, is how that I can help them build their business. But the coolest thing about this coaching with eXp is most of the agents in this program really do want to benefit the other agents. They want them to grow their business. So I've been in trainings, I've flown to places where eXp agents are putting on trainings, not eXp staff, not the president, not the corporation, but actual agents. Hey, how can we help you improve your business? And they're putting on trainings to help other agents build their business in their same market or in other markets around them. Because we know that the better we make the agents in our company, the more money the company is going to make, obviously. The more transactions we do, the better our stock value is going to be, and the more rewards we get from each of those agents as well. And I feel like I know when I've coached, the more I've coached, the more I've learned. It's kind of like going back to my teaching days. I was a better artist, or I was a better coach when I was coaching because I had to focus on the details. And so I really enjoy it from that aspect, is being able to give back to other people that want to grow their business. And I would love to work with you guys that want to grow your business, whether it's here in Texas or anywhere in the United States or Canada or in the other 12 countries that we service. So we're looking to grow and looking to grow nationally because we can. And it's not just to grow for the part of growing, it's to grow to help other people. And I think that's what we're here to do, is help serve other people as well. So, and that kind of tags into the revenue share aspect, which is the second, one of the other reasons that I really wanted to explore the eXp model, because I could help people become a broker inside of a brokerage that normally wouldn't have that opportunity. Like I said, I've had teams most of my career, and those teams, those agents were buyer's agents or listing agents, and they could earn 50% of the transaction or what have you. Well, in this case, they can actually go, even if they're on my team locally and go sell transactions, they can also tell their Aunt Mary in Idaho about eXp. If she sees what they saw or what I see in eXp, she can join eXp underneath them, and they'll earn a little bit of a commission based on production that Mary does there in Idaho. So it's a very cool model to where by sharing the concepts that we do, you actually get benefited in the long term if that person's a productive agent. You don't get paid if you just bring agents in. That's just ridiculous if they're not doing any money, any production, or not providing any value to the company. But you do get paid a percentage off the top. And that's the thing I really liked versus Keller Williams. Like I said, I was with Keller Williams for 6 years, not bashing on Keller Williams. Keller Williams helped blow up my career. They're an awesome company. They have something called profit share, where if the office is profitable, you get some spidered up number of, commission based on, what somebody had sold that you brought into the company. But try to figure it out. You have to be a mathematician, wizard to be able to figure out their model. And plus, it's very manipulative. So if a office decides, hey, we want to refurnish the entire office this month, there goes all the profit for that month. So there goes your profit share. So that's why when I saw eXp for the first time and they talked about revenue share, it really resonated, because that's coming off the top. So somebody goes sells a home, I'm going to get my revenue share no matter what the office is, if it's profitable or not. The other cool part is I can actually establish teams anywhere across the country to sell real estate. So I could have a team in Idaho or in Hawaii or in California, and I still only pay one cap, which again is a much different model than the model I know Keller Williams. I'm kind of picking on them because I know Keller Williams the best. But I can go establish teams everywhere in the country, just like I would here in Texas. Have a team manager in that country, do everything, the split's the same, but I only pay that one $16,000 cap. Obviously, there's a lot more that goes into it than, just setting up teams and things like that. But I have that ability if I really want to. The other thing that I really liked is all of the training aspect that eXp provides. Most of the people training are icon agents just like me. They're coaches. They do a lot more production than I do. At one time, I know we had 31 of the top, in the United States, of the top 50 states, we had 31 of the either number 1 or 2 agent in those states, which is incredible. And they're the ones actually in there teaching classes. What I do like about the virtual classes is I can tag into them anytime I want. I just pop them up on my phone, on my computer, go in there and get trained. If I want to get trained on luxury real estate, I can go in the back end office. Any training that has happened about luxury real estate, I can go tag into and I can start listening to it right away. I don't have to drive 20 minutes to the office, make sure I'm all dressed up and look nice. I can be in my pajamas getting training. I can get trained in the middle of the night when I wake up and I can't sleep. I can go pop on a training, which is awesome. It's like it's on demand. It's all recorded and it's all by the top agents, not just locally where a particular office would be, but it's nationally. These people are training everywhere. Like I said, they give back. I love the model of giving back. And most of the agents in this company are very servant first. They're willing to help you grow your business because they know it will help grow the company. So I think at the end of the day, it's a model that you definitely need to explore. On my site here, I'm going to have several other videos that you can look at where it gets into more specifics, like what are the costs of being in eXp? They're very minimal. There's not a huge monthly fee, but they offer huge services in return. Like we get SkySlope for free. It's transaction management software. It's absolutely phenomenal to keep you organized and know exactly which documents you have to turn in, which documents are needed. It's all there for you and it's free to use. We have KV Core. KV Core is a Lamborghini of a lead generation machine. Basically, it's an IDX service that offers follow-up text, follow-up emails. You can build landing pages, do marketing on Facebook, Google, all the places you normally do it. They give us that system for free. You can just plug it right into your business and you can start using it day one. Not to mention all the other things that they offer, like back end, sequencing. You can see everything in your business, how much production you've done, how many people you've brought into the company, what your revenue share is, what your revenue share is going to be. You can see how much stock you've accumulated, what that's worth, and it's right there at your fingertips. And a lot of people are misled to think, oh, you got to wait 3 years to get any of that stock out or pull any of it out if you want to actually cash it in. You do have to wait 3 years for any stock that's gifted to you by the company. But any of the stock I purchase, I can pull it out the very next day if I want to. I haven't, but you can pull it out just as simply as that. You get the check within a few days and you're off to the races with whatever you want to spend that money on. So that's a very big misconception people have. I'd love to talk to you a little bit further about eXp and how the model is really set up to benefit you as the agent, the team leader, the broker, the independent broker, as I was. But the model itself is so strong that we're adding 900 to 1,000 new agents every single week to this company. And that's been going on for the last few months. So obviously I'm shooting this in the middle of July of 2021. So it could be totally different by the time you see this, but I don't see the train slowing down, especially since we're opening up in so many other countries. You have the ability to get paid on transactions in other countries, which is absolutely phenomenal. Plus you have the ability to build teams anywhere you want to build teams within the United States, or you can just stay local and just do your thing and still have a very competitive split plus get trained and get education and know how to go get new business from people like me or other people that are in eXp. And we can always point you and connect you with the people that you need to be connected with in order to help your business grow. Well, I hope you found this video, one, a little enlightening on how you can make a little bit more money with eXp. You can build for your retirement and you can grow your business all under this umbrella. But two, I would love to talk to you a little bit further on what you necessarily need or want in your business or how you want to grow. Please watch the other videos on the site. They're very educational and how you can really build this thing big for your real estate business, for your family, for your career, for your retirement. I've always said, I've never been to a real estate agent's retirement party because that's usually a funeral. Because agents just don't retire because we're not good at saving. And I finally found a vehicle that will allow me to retire at some point. I can honestly say that and honestly see that in my future. And I want that same thing for you. So I hope you guys have a blessed day. And I look forward to talking to you soon.